Hi, everybody. Welcome to Menopause Chicks Mondays. This is my weekly unscripted thoughts from the last week. I know you've probably heard in the news about Jeff Bezos and perhaps some other billionaires who have recently traveled to space. And you might start out watching this video thinking that I am anti-Jeff Bezos or anti-Amazon, but I invite you to listen and to learn what I am pro. But first, I want to take you back. 3 years ago, I wrote this book, Mokita. It became an Amazon bestseller. So I do use that brand name quite frequently. These are the very last words that I wrote. So I'm on page 237. I wrote, "We are months away from sending 4 human beings to Mars. And thankfully, there is a well thought out health plan in place for them while they are on their journey. The least we can do is create the same for the women who are holding up the world closer to home." So thank you for being here and thank you for sharing with your friends. So those were the last words that I wrote in this book. And where that thought originated was I met up with my best friend for coffee or lunch. I can't remember. She was downtown at a conference. And at the conference, one of the keynote speakers was talking about the health plan that was in place for the astronauts to go to Mars. Very well thought out, how they were going to self-perform surgery if necessary. Like everything is being thought out and meticulously decided before that mission is launched. And it got me thinking, wow, that's great that they have a health plan. What about the women that I hear from in the Menopause Chicks community every day who are confused, overwhelmed, receiving conflicting information, or just plain simply haven't had a chance to get educated, to learn what happens to their bodies, their minds, as they are navigating perimenopause to menopause? I mean, for many of us, we haven't had a health class since grade 7. And if I remember correctly, it didn't include perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause. So the other thing that led me to, listening to news clips over the last week is you've probably seen mention of, listen, Jeff Bezos is a multi-billionaire and he could solve world hunger instead of going to space. And that is very true. And by the way, if you're interested in what Jeff Bezos' ex-wife is doing with her money, then Google Mackenzie Bezos, because there is a fine example, my friends. But I'm not against Jeff Bezos, and I'm not against Amazon, and I'm not against going to space. I am for women living their best and their healthiest midlives, having access to quality information, having a health team that they can work with to investigate and support their journey. And of course, I'm so for women surrounding themselves with a community that can support them and always have their back no matter what comes up. And so the community that I've surrounded myself with includes a gentleman by the name of Bob Mayer. He's the CEO of Pure Pharmacy. He wrote chapter 16 in Mokita. If you read nothing else, go read that chapter, because you're going to find out what an incredible women's health advocate Bob has been over the years, how he has structured his business around providing men and women, but primarily women, who are the chief health officers of each and every family. Who's kidding who? And so Bob explains, his support of women's health. He explains, his support of his wife and his 2 young adult daughters. It's a great chapter. You'll also learn a case study that he includes about iron deficiency and so on. So I am absolutely thrilled that Menopause Chicks has been able to form an alliance with Pure Pharmacy. And so here's the message. that I want to leave you with today. If you order your magnesium, your iron, whatever from Amazon.com, you're not supporting the work in the Menopause Chicks community. And Jeff Bezos will still go to the moon or Mars or Jupiter or whatever. Space travel is still going to happen. Jeff Bezos isn't going to notice because he makes money on volume, and that's that. Menopause Chicks makes money when you place an order from Pure Pharmacy. So when you order the vaginal moisturizer or a lubricant that won't change the pH balance of your vagina, or quality vitamins and supplements such as magnesium, iron, omega-3s, vitamin D, the ones that we talk about the most, you are actually supporting the continued research and educational content provided by Menopause Chicks. And I think I've said that before, but I'm not sure that I state it enough. And so you are supporting your health, and you're also supporting the health of other women. It's a chance to exhibit a little altruism, just like Mackenzie Bezos is doing with her money. And the other thing that you may or may not be aware of is that this strategic alliance with the likes of Pure Pharmacy, experts like Bob Mayer and his entire pharmacy team at Pure Pharmacy, is that when women in our community, when your fellow members ask questions, I have a direct line to verify the information and the education so that I know for sure, because I'm 100% liable for every piece of content published in the Menopause Chicks community, that it's been validated. So somebody asks a question, and they want to know about vaginal moisturizer. I get all those questions answered by the chief pharmacist, the VP of pharmacy at Pure Pharmacy. Someone asked a question about magnesium. We know that we have Ying Wang, who is, manages the Pure Pharmacy in Kitsilano in Vancouver, and she answers those questions for us. We had a pharmacist and nutritional expert from the Pure Pharmacy in West Vancouver do those 4 videos in the vitamin aisle. You can watch those in guide number 3 in our free guides, or you can go to youtube.com/menopause chicks and watch them there. But great learning content, especially on sort of those top 4 recommendations that I have. So you can still shop at Amazon if you want to, but when you shop at Pure Pharmacy, you're helping to keep the Menopause Chicks community awesome and free. And that's my message for today. And don't forget that all summer long, members have a $20 gift card to use at Pure Pharmacy. So all you have to do is go to purepharmacy.com/menopause chicks, place your order. When you spend $150, you use the code MCHICKS20, get $20 off of your order. Shipping is free in Canada. Shipping is free to the US when your cart totals $150, and all prices are in Canadian dollars. So it's a really great way to get what you need to support your health, as well as to support our community and to save some money this summer. And on the note of education, I just want to remind you that this Wednesday, July 28th, I am hosting a masterclass. I'm doing it with a new partner, wellbe.net. You can sign up at wellbe.net. Just click on the drop-down menu for masterclasses and you'll find me there. I can't wait to see you. It's going to be 60 minutes, jam-packed. We're going to go through all the definitions. We're going to talk about the roles and responsibilities of our hormones so that we know what they do in our body. We're going to talk about common signs and symptoms of hormone imbalance. We're also going to talk about nutritional deficiencies and how some nutritional deficiencies, i.e. iron, can mimic hormone imbalance. And then finally, we're going to support you in terms of being the best concierge that we know how to be so that you can build the health team or find the hormone balance expert in your area who can support your journey. So if you've already taken this course in the last year, it has been quite popular, but make sure you tell your friends, your work colleagues, your sisters, and so on, because I would love to see you and all of them on Wednesday. So all the links are below. Have a great day. I hope you're enjoying this fabulous summer, and I'll see you next week.